Well, good morning to you. As you get in your forecast here, holding on to a little bit of snowfall up to the north right now. Other locations into the region here, we're holding on to fog starting to develop as well. That's starting to work in all the way from the north down to the south in the forecast. We take a look at what's coming in. More moisture coming in off the Pacific, working into Vancouver, and then continue to work down to the lower territories and working down into the northern tier of Minnesota and Wisconsin with more snowfall on the way. We'll get into breezy and gusty winds later on this afternoon, kicking into the evening commute, and then continuing on with breezy and gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour plus going into the evening and overnight hours. We'll see that continue on and taper by at least 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning for tomorrow. Milder conditions will ensue for you. You'll also see breezy conditions as well. As I just showed you, the temperatures widespread upper 40s to at least the lower to middle 50s in the forecast today. So milder conditions will ensue. We'll hold on to Friday, looking at again 9:15. You have a little bit of snowfall trying to get into the area as we go right into the afternoon, right around La Crosse along the river. Then we'll see as we go right into it here. A few clouds come by again. We'll also get right back into it with snowfall coming in, as you can see, working from Minnesota and Iowa, going widespread across the region as we go through Saturday in the morning, just around sunrise, and then continuing on all the way through into the mid-morning hours and to late morning hours. We'll see that snowfall go widespread with a chance of a wintry mix down to the south of Prairie du Chien as well as near Madison, if you're heading that direction as well, over to Beaver Dam and then out to the lake. We'll also find ourselves by 3 o'clock or so holding on to that snowfall still lingering over the region, but then by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock we start to see it back away and move away, going eastward out of the region, and eventually by the time we get in the 10:45 hour or so, we're done. We'll take a look at Sunday, maybe in the afternoon, maybe a little low chance, about 20% chance of getting some snowfall. Then we'll see the clouds and we'll have colder air through the whole weekend. We're looking at maybe 3 to 6 inches for La Crosse to finish out, going on to the north, maybe an inch or two possible in the forecast there. Giving way to this as you go into Saturday, you can see the snowfall coming in for the morning, the afternoon, and tapering as you get down to the late day. By 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we're done, but we'll still have the clouds. Highs for Saturday, well, we're looking at 20s, maybe a teen or two in the forecast, but we're looking at mostly widespread 20s in the forecast, 20 to 27 degrees. It'll be cold. It's going to be breezy. It's going to also hold on to Sunday's lows, much colder. You're going to see that again with a chance of snowfall. We'll see how that figures out. At least 1 to about, say, 12 degrees in the forecast for tomorrow. I mean, for Sunday, I should say for Sunday. Once you get into Sunday's highs, you're looking at 20s, widespread to 32 degrees in the forecast. So we're still cold, packing it down to at least the freezing mark down to the south. And of course, it's going to be at least under partly cloudy to cloudy skies in the forecast, believe it or not. We'll hold on to Monday, where you're looking at Monday's highs, 30s widespread. We bump it back up to seasonal averages and a wee bit more as you get into a few degrees warmer down to the south, around 39 to 40 degrees in the forecast. Then we go into your Tuesday. You see a mix of rain and snow kicking in. Snowfall turns to more of a mix going up to the north with snow all the way up by Rusk County. Then you'll see as we go right through Wednesday, it's more of a break during the day, but rainfall starts to sneak in into the late afternoon. You'll see that rainfall turn into snowfall, mixing out of the region gradually over there by, over there by at least Juneau and Adams County, as well as portions that continue to track all the way out to the lake. Then once we get to Thursday, you're seeing a light snowfall getting into Friday in the early morning hours. You've got snow all the way up along I-94, and then continuing on with rainfall kicking into the forecast to finish out for Friday. We'll go into how this all shapes up over the next few days, my friends, where you're going to see temperatures in the 50s, then the 20s all the way through the weekend, 30s, 40s back into next week with rain, snow, and of course a wintry mix. Be safe and have a wonderful day.